Well, first up, over 300 employees from a private firm in JP Nagar are protesting, demanding the option of work from home amidst the COVID-19 scare in the country. There have been several reports which are doing the rounds. Even the ministers have said that they have spoken to the ITBT companies. They have also spoken to several of the CEOs of these companies here to ensure that they give work from home, to avoid the contact, to maintain social distancing, and to ensure that they can contain the virus. But here we see, seems like there are a few companies which are not giving work from home facility to all of their employees. That is why over 300 employees from a private firm in JP Nagar are protesting, demanding the option of work from home amidst the COVID-19 scare in the country. The employees of the firm have also protested against the company for not announcing leaves during the partial shutdown in the state.
Once the management comes.
For more on this, I'm joined in by my colleague Ashish, live from the newsroom. Well, Ashish, on one hand, the ministers have promised, or they have been stating, even the chief minister for that matter, he said that we have spoken to the ITBT companies, we have spoken to the CEOs, they have all promised that they'll be giving work from home, but it seems like that is not the case.
Well, absolutely, Suraj. Now, it is very clear that social distancing is the need of the hour, especially given the fact that India is such a densely populated country and it is at a very crucial stage between stage 2 and stage 3. And the fact that precautions, lack of precautions could mean that India would easily end up into stage 3, and that would mean that there would be a community spread as far as this entire virus is concerned. That is something that the ministers, the government, the public health officials, everyone has in mind, and that is why they have been recommending, they have been asking companies to provide an option of work from home, or at least shut down their companies for a few days till this entire COVID-19 scare is gotten rid of. But clearly a lot of companies, on one hand you have a few companies who really complied with all of that. They've understood the need of the hour, the fact that it is a very critical situation. They've understood that. They've given breaks, they've given work from home options to a lot of their employees. But having said that, on the other hand, you have a lot of other companies that are still not complying with the fact that you're still not getting over the fact that they need to really provide an option of work from home to their employees who are now coming to their offices, especially because of the fact that a lot of these cases have been reported amongst techies who have returned from foreign countries. This is the same case that we are looking at on our screens here. This is one company where you got people from a lot of other countries that have come in, and also people who travel in and out day in and day out, and that is why these employees were concerned about this, and they even requested the management to really provide them an option of work from home, either provide them leaves or an option of work from home. But clearly the management did not really heed to their demands, to their concerns, because obviously nothing is worth putting your life at risk, and that is what these employees were telling their management. But clearly the management did not pay heed, and these employees were forced to protest. Now the fact that they are protesting, a meeting is going on amongst the management of this company, and they have assured the employees that they would try to figure out a way, they would try to come up with a solution for this entire dilemma that exists, and they would try to provide an option of work from home to these employees, so that they do not really they're not really pressured to come to offices and work, because a lot of these employees have been constantly saying that you got a lot of people coming in from other places, from other countries to our office. There is a lot of interaction that is happening, and the fact that you are not providing us an option of work from home despite there being such a massive scare of coronavirus, especially amongst techies, this is something that the management had to be sensitive about, and they clearly did not pay heed over the past 4 days, forcing employees to now come out and protest. But having said that, a meeting is on as of now, and the company has assured the employees that they would find a way around. But having said that, Suraj, one thing that again brings this entire, one thing that needs to be discussed is that do employees really need to protest to really demand their, the fact that they're putting their lives at risk? And the companies also need to be sensitive at one point in time, because it's not just about their moral responsibility to make sure that their employees are safe, but also on the other hand, you have the government itself saying that, do not really have such massive congregation, do not run your offices unless it is very critical, or provide work from home options to your employees. The government has been saying it as well, and a lot of companies still are not complying with this and really need to take note of the situation that the country is at a very critical stage as far as this pandemic is concerned, and any slip up, any sort of irresponsibility shown by either the people who are infected or these sort of companies, these sort of managements would really lead to a worse situation than this, Suraj.